class. It is, what day of the week is it? It's Friday. It's Friday today. I am lucky enough to live close enough to the studio that Willow and I can each walk to the studio and come up here and film at different times so that we're still practicing all of those social distancing rules that we should be. I hope this finds you doing great. Today we're going to do a pretty active practice. I have blocks up here at the front of my mat. You may need those if you have them available to you. You might also want to put something underneath your knees if your knees bother you when we're on our hands and knees. The past few classes that I've recorded, I have been pretty gentle on the body just because I don't know who out here is taking these classes. I want to make sure that they're accessible for everyone. But today we're going to move a little bit faster. We're going to do pigeon poses and some other poses that might not be available to everyone. So I just want you to honor your body wherever you're at today and remember that this is your practice. You do what you can, what your body will allow you to do today. Really honor any injuries or any discomfort that you have and take the practice as you will. If part of it is not feeling good in your body, skip that part or take a modification, and I'll try to, as we go through, show you several modifications just like I would if you were here in class with me. So let's go ahead and get started. I want you to come to an easy seat, closing the eyes and taking a few deep breaths. And just bringing yourself into your body today. Notice how the belly and the chest rise on the inhalation and how they draw back on the exhalation. Let the shoulders release down out of the ears, and then let the chin come down to the chest. The back of the neck is long and soft, and pull the shoulders back. Slowly bringing the neck up. Let's take right ear over to right shoulder, letting both shoulders stay nice and relaxed as you take your left hand down beside the left hip. Walk the fingertips away from the body, and then move those fingertips towards the back of the room, opening through the front of the chest here. And then slowly moving those fingertips back towards the body first, and then bring the neck up. We'll let left ear drop over to left shoulder, again relaxing both shoulders down away from the ears. Take your right hand down beside the hip, walking those fingertips away, and then moving the fingertips towards the back of the room. And then slowly bringing those fingertips back to the lap. Bring your neck up. Opening your eyes. Take your arms out and up. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. And you're syncing the breath with your movement. So inhaling and extending up. Exhaling and moving the hands down to your heart. One more time. Inhale, take the gaze up. Exhale, follow the hands with the gaze as you bring the hands down to heart center. All right, let's take the right hand behind the back, left hand to right knee. Inhale, lift up, sitting up tall. Exhale, gentle twist. No weight in the back hand. And we'll slowly bring that to center. Let the shoulders relax, let the spine come back to a neutral position. And then take the left hand behind the back, right hand to left knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gently open. No weight in the back hand, keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. And then bring the body back to center. We're going to inhale, draw your shoulder blades back in together. Exhale, arch through the back, chin to the chest. Making some pretty dramatic movements here as you inhale, draw those shoulder blades back in together. Exhale and arch. One more time. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades back in together. Exhale, arch. Nice. All right, let's move forward onto our hands and knees, spreading the palms wide. Letting the knees come down underneath the hips. Notice if you're shortening up your torso. So you don't want to have the wrists too far back. I would rather them be a little bit further forward to give the spine plenty of room to lengthen out. The knees are underneath the hips. You can rock the hips side to side. You can shake the head yes and no. And then let's straighten the left leg. Toes are on the ground. On your inhale, you're going to move forward over your fingertips, keeping a nice bend in your elbows. Bent elbows build strength. As you exhale and press back through your heel. So we're inhaling forward and exhaling back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. You're going to bring the wrist and shoulders back in a line, bringing your right hand underneath the right shoulder, turning left toes out to the left, grounding through that foot. Reach your left arm all the way up to sky. You're stretching through the palm of the hand, really reaching up here, and then turn your hand towards the top of your head and reach those fingertips forward, lifting through the side body. Reaching the left arm up, let's slowly release, left hand down. Then you're going to turn back onto the ball of your left foot. Move your right hand over. Inhale and exhale. And then you're going to lift that left foot back and up, keeping those hips square. You're going to bend your left knee. Inhale and take that left foot up to sky. Exhale, bring the knee back to center. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then release the left knee down and meet the right. Let your hips rock side to side. Let your neck be soft. If your wrists are bothering you, you can walk yourself back, sit back on your heels and roll out those wrists. And then coming back into position, we're going to take the same movements on the other side. So you're going to straighten your right leg. Toes are on the ground, rocking that right hip down. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, rolling back. Keeping those nice bent elbows so that you're building strength. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. As you bring that back to neutral, you're going to bring your left hand underneath left shoulder, keeping a nice tiny bend in that left elbow. Turning right toes out to the right this time. Pressing through that right foot so you can reach that right arm up to sky. You're lifting all the way up. And then turn the right palm and stretch the fingertips forward. Really lifting through the side of the hip here. Breathing. You can look to the side, up or down at your hand, whatever's most comfortable for your neck. Arm comes back up to sky. Shoulder relaxes as you bring that right hand back down. You're going to turn back onto the ball of that right foot. Bring the hips back to square. And then bring that right leg back and up. You're going to bend the right knee, flexing through the foot. Inhale, kick the foot up. Exhale, bring it back to neutral. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then release the right knee down underneath your left. Let your hips rock side to side. Take your knees wide apart. Bring your big toes together and sit back on the heels. Stretching the arms out in front. Letting the shoulders relax. Open and close the jaw. 3 breaths here. You can roll out the wrists. Whatever version of child's pose is comfortable for you. If child's pose isn't comfortable for you, you can always sit on a block. You can sit on a couch pillow. Whatever you have to make this a comfortable position in your body. After about 3 breaths here, we're going to come back up to a table position. Bringing both knees back under the hips, letting the hips rock. And then let's step the right foot up between the hands. So you want to have this ankle either under the knee or slightly in front. Your blocks are here. You can always use them. Inhale here. On your exhale, walk your hands back, heel down, toes up. You're going to move here dynamically with the breath, walking forward and then walking back. Walking forward and walking back. This time as you walk forward, you're gonna really press the whole of the foot down into the mat. And inhale and sweep both arms up. Arms come up, your shoulders may rise, lower them down. Let them relax here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take this left hand to the outside of the right leg, and we're going to extend the right arm behind the body as you take a gentle twist out to the right. And then bringing that right arm back up, we're going to bring the left arm up to meet the right. Let the shoulders relax. And then release both hands down to frame the foot. Inhale here, come up to the fingertips. Leave the right foot on the ground and walk the hands back, stretching out the top of the leg, the top of the foot. And then bend into the knee. Bring your right hand to the inside of the right foot so that your right knee can come back to meet the left and you can rock those hips side to side. Let the neck relax. We're going to take those same movements on the left, so you're going to bring your left foot up in between the hands. Again, having that knee either under, or the knee over the ankle, or the ankle slightly in front of the knee. We'll inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back, heel down, toes up. And then walk that forward. Rolling that back, moving with your breath. We all breathe at different rates. So as a teacher, I'm always saying inhale and exhale, but that's more of a way to remind students to breathe, more than trying to get you to breathe along with the same pace that I am. I just want you to keep your breath nice and easy as you move through the practice. So after this third round, I'm rolling the sole of my foot down and pressing into the foot and reach both arms up. Arms come up, shoulders relax, heart lifts. You're going to take your right hand to the outside of the left knee, and you're going to extend your left arm back behind the body as you look out to the left, or you can look forward or even down. Whatever's comfortable for you. And then we'll slowly bring that left arm back up, bringing the right arm up to meet the left, shoulders relax. Releasing hands down now to frame the foot. Leaving that left foot pressed down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, walking the hands back, straightening that left leg just to what's available for you, leaving that left foot pressed down into the mat. Then we'll slowly bring the bend back into the left knee. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot as you step your left foot back to meet the right. Let your hips rock side to side, let your neck relax, open and close the jaw. Spreading the palms, we're going to take a few cat-cows. So inhale, let the belly move towards the mat, tailbone towards the back wall, heart and chest lift. Exhale, pull the pelvis under, chin to the chest, reach up between those shoulder blades. So let the belly move towards the mat, tailbone towards the back wall, heart and chest lift. Exhale, pull the pelvis under, chin to the chest, reach up between those shoulder blades. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing that back to a neutral spine. Press through your hands, curl your toes, and lift your hips back and up to a downward facing dog. Taking a moment to walk the dog out, bending one knee, bending the other. Let the neck relax. And then come to stillness here in your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. You can take an audible exhale, breathing in. On your next inhale, roll forward to a high plank or a high push-up position. Navel draws back to the spine. Look strong through the arms here. Drop both knees, tops of the feet, bending the elbows right alongside the body. Lower belly, chest, and chin, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades back in together. Heart and chest lift. There's no weight in the hands. Slowly lowering that down. Curling your toes, pressing through a table back to a downward facing dog. Let your neck relax. Take your gaze up between your hands and slowly walk your feet there. Bending the knees as much as you need to so that your hands remain on the ground and stable. Let your neck relax. Open and close the jaw. Inhale to your fingertips. fingertips. Let the crown of the head come up. Exhale and fold. Again, we're going to inhale, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart and chest. This time as you exhale, bend into your knees like you're sitting down in a chair. You're going to press through your feet and come all the way up to standing. Shoulders can come up and release down the back. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to build some heat in the body with some sun salutations. So inhale, take your arms out and up. Gaze can follow your palms. Exhale, fold forward, flat back, bend your knees. Inhale to the fingertips, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, plant the palms and step your left foot back to a high runner's lunge. You're really reaching back through that left heel. Plant the palms, inhale. On your exhale, step your right foot back to meet the left, downward facing. On the next inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Now this time you have a choice, knees, chin and chest, or if you have Chaturanga Dandasana, high and low push-up, you can take that as well. So we'll inhale, exhale, knees, chin and chest, or high to low push-up, low cobra, or upward facing, whichever is more comfortable in your body. Curling the toes, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale. On your exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Gaze comes here. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward to meet the left and fold. Inhale to your fingertips, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, bend those knees, step back in those heels, take your arms out and up, come all the way up to standing. Palms come together and down to the heart. So we're going to take that again. Inhaling, fingers out and up. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Inhale to your fingertips. Exhale, press into the palms, step your left foot back, high runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lowering knees, chin and chest, or high to low push-up. Low cobra or upward facing. Taking that back to a downward facing dog. Inhale. On your exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot forward to meet the left and fold. Inhale to your fingertips. Exhale, sit back in your heels, take your arms out and up, come all the way up to standing, palms come together, and down to your heart. Let your shoulders relax. Should be feeling a little bit of heat in the body, maybe you're starting to get warm, or if you're doing this outside, you're getting really warm. All right, so inhale, fingertips out and up again. This time as you exhale and fold forward, you're gonna take a breath here. Let the neck soften, open and close the jaw, bend these knees as much as you need to. Inhale to your fingertips, planting the palms. This time step the left foot back again. All right, so with our left foot back, you can stay on the ball of the left foot or you can ground the left foot, whichever is best in your body and however much of a challenge you want to give yourself. Inhale and sweep your fingertips up. So as you reach your arms up, your shoulders stay relaxed, your heart is open. Breathing here, you're reaching back through the left leg and pressing solidly through the right to help hold balance here. Navel pulls back into the chest. Navel pulls back into the spine, the chest lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. On your exhale, release your hands down to frame the foot. Look at your right big toe. Let the neck soften. Inhale. On your exhale, you're going to bend into your left knee. Press into the right foot and take your left foot back and up to sky. So you can stay right here with your hands on the ground or on the block. You can also begin to play with the balance, wrapping your right hand around the ankle and then the left. Make sure you're breathing wherever you're at. And then releasing hands down. We're going to release the left foot down to meet the right and fold forward. Let your neck be soft. Inhale to your fingertips here. You can come all the way up, letting the head come up so that you can let some of that blood come out at the top of the head from all those forward folds. And then fold back forward. This time you're stepping your right foot back to meet the left. You're reaching back through that right heel. You're bent into the left knee. Make the choice whether you're going to turn and ground that right foot or stay on the ball of the foot. And then inhale, sweep both arms up. So again, my shoulders are relaxed, the chest is up, spine is pulling back so you're not leaning forward. You're reaching back through that right heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to release the hands down to frame the left foot. Look down at your left big toe. Inhale. On your exhale, step your right foot up. So again, you can play with the balance here. Remembering that balance is different on each side. So maybe you just lift one hand, or maybe you lift both. Wherever you're at, you're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then release the hands back down to the mat as you release the right foot down to meet the left and fold. Inhale to your fingertips. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your fingertips, bend both knees, sit down, and those heels come all the way up, arms come out to the side and up to sky, and the hands come down to your heart. Roll out the wrists, take a few steps, walk back to the middle of your mat, adjust your ponytail, whatever you need to do to take a break and get the breath back to even. All right. So we're meeting at the top of the mat, shoulders are relaxed. This time again, we're going to inhale, fingers out and up, reach up to sky. Exhale, we're going to release the hands back and interlace the hands behind the back. So the shoulders are down, you have the palms open, and I have my knees slightly bent. On the inhale, I'm going to draw my shoulder blades back and together. On the exhale, imagine that there's something really heavy sitting in the palms of the hands and allow it to pull the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release the shoulders. Take your arms alongside the body. Inhale and take your fingertips out and up. Excuse me. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Shoulders relax. All right, inhale, fingers out and up. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Let's take those hands behind the back again. Interlacing the hands, let the shoulders relax. Bend the knees slightly so your knees aren't locked out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let whatever you're picturing in your hands that's really heavy, pull those shoulders down. You can bring your chin to your chest if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch through the back of the neck. And then let the shoulders relax and the hands release. Inhale, fingers out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, flat back. Inhale to the fingertips, crown of the head lifts. Plant the palms, step your left foot back, high runner's lunge. This time we're going to ground through the left foot. Left toe turns out to the left. You're bending into that right knee, pressing into that right foot. Right hand can come to the block, to the mat, or to the top of the foot. You're going to take your left arm out to the side and up to sky. Gaze can follow the hand, or you can look to the side or down, whatever's comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale. You're going to press through that right foot and slowly bring the body up to a warrior two. Let your shoulders relax. Find these hip points and have them like you have strings coming out and pulling across each other, really to help tighten up that lower abdomen. Finding some stability in the pose here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take the left hand to the small of the back. Flip your right palm, let the shoulders stay soft, and inhale and sweep those fingertips up. Keeping that bend in your front knee. Reaching again, breathing right here into the side body. Slowly bringing those fingertips back to center. We'll extend through the left arm. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg, but don't lock out that knee. Inhale, hinge forward. We're going to take the right hand down to the knee, shin, ankle, foot, mat, block, whatever's comfortable for you as you reach your left arm straight up to sky. Again, gaze is at wherever it's comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to come up to the fingertips maybe a little. Exhale, bend into that knee, press into this foot and draw the body all the way back up for a stable warrior two. And then we'll windmill the hands down, framing the foot. Turn onto the ball of the left foot, right foot steps back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs, let your neck relax. Open and close the jaw if you need to. You can stay right here. You can take a child's pose. Sitting back on the heels, rolling out those wrists. Or you can roll forward to a high plank. Again, your choice, lowering knees, chin and chest, or high to low push-up. Coming through low cobra here, or upward facing dog. Shoulders are back, heart is lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lower that down. Curling your toes, hips back and up. Downward facing dog. So we're going to bring our right foot a little more towards the center of the mat, leaving the right heel moving towards the ground as you take your left leg back and up to sky. And then sweep that left foot forward between your hands. Right toes now turn out to the right as you ground through the right foot. Left hand again can be on the block, the mat, or the top of the foot. You've got a nice bend into this left knee as you take your right arm out to the side and up to sky. Inhale and exhale. And then pressing into that left foot, slowly bring the body up to your warrior two. Let the shoulders relax. You're going to let this right hand come to the small of the back or release down the leg. As you flip the left palm, keep this left shoulder nice and soft. Inhale and sweep those fingertips up. Slowly bringing those left fingertips back. Extend through the right arm, let your shoulders soften. And then straighten the left leg, don't lock it out. Inhale, hinge forward at the waist. Letting left hand come down to the knee, shin, ankle, foot, or the mat. Right arm reaches straight up to sky. Hip points are really moving, pulling in towards one another. Inhale and exhale. We'll inhale. On your next exhale, bend into this left knee so you can press through the foot and come all the way up for warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down, frame your foot. Turn onto the ball of the right foot. Again, you're going to step the left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Open and close the jaw. Stay here or take a child's pose. Or roll forward high plank. Again, your choice, knees, chin and chest, or high to low push-up. Low cobra or upward facing. Taking that back to a downward facing dog. Take your gaze between your hands. We're going to walk forward again, bending the knees as much as you need to. Open and close the jaw, let your neck relax. Inhale to your fingertips, exhale and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sit back in those heels, press down and come all the way up. Shoulders come up and down the back. Beautiful. towards the center of the mat, or if balance is a little bit of a struggle today, go ahead and come near a wall so you can place the hand on a wall. We're going to ground through the right foot. Heel, ball of the foot, spread the toes wide. We're going to bend into this right knee, shoulders relax, and step your left foot back a little bit. But as you step that foot back, make sure your hips are still facing towards the front. Hands can be at your heart, on the hips, to the back, whatever's most comfortable for you for balance. So we're grounded through this right foot. You're going to have a slight bend in this right knee. Inhale and come up to the tiptoes of the left foot. Exhale and let that heel drop down. This is building strength, preparing for balance. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up. This time you can stay on the tiptoes, or you can begin to bring that left foot back and up. It can come up a little, it can come up a lot. Breathing, let the shoulders relax. And then you're slowly going to bring the body up and let that left foot come down to meet the right. And walk out those legs, releasing the arms. We're going to take the same thing on the other side. So you're going to ground through your left foot, heel, ball of the foot, spread the toes wide, placing them down on the mat, and step the right foot back. Hip points are facing forward, shoulders relax. Taking the arm variation that's comfortable for you again. We're going to bend into that left knee. Inhale to the tiptoes of the right foot. Exhale, let the heel drop down. So as you're coming onto the tiptoes, you're shifting the weight into your front leg. Exhaling down. And this time, inhaling to the tiptoes, keeping a bend in that stable leg. And lift your right foot off the ground if you choose. A little or a lot. Let the shoulders relax, making sure the breath is nice and even. And then releasing right foot down beneath the left. Relax your arms, shake out the legs, roll out the wrists. Anything that you need to do to release a little bit of the tension that balance poses can create, especially in the back of the neck. So if you need to take your chin down to the chest or look up to sky, whatever creates some relaxation here for you. So we got one more balancing pose. This time we're going to add a twist to our balancing pose. So you're going to ground through the right foot again, heel, ball of the foot, spread the toes. We're going to bend into this knee. Hands are wherever they're comfortable for you. And you can keep the hands here or take the hand movement that I'm going to introduce to you. So we're here to begin with. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bend into this knee, and we're going to bring the left knee up and in front of the body this time. Going to let the shoulders relax. I'm flexed through my left foot. You can stay right here, or you can take the right hand to the top of the left leg and extend the left arm behind you like we did earlier. Shoulders relax. Of course, earlier we were on one knee, so it was a little bit easier for the pose. Inhale. On your exhale, slowly bring your hands back together at your heart, and then release. Left foot down beneath the right. Let your arms relax, let your shoulders relax. All right, so we're going to take this on the other side, grounding through the left foot, heel, ball of the foot, spread the toes wide, bend into that knee, shoulders are soft, hands come together at your heart. Inhale. On your exhale, bring that right knee up and in front of the body. Shoulders stay soft. You can stay right here. Or you can take the left hand to the outside or top of the right leg and take your right arm behind the body. Gaze can be forward, to the side, or back over your extended arm. Breathing. And then we'll slowly bring the arm back and release. Right foot down beneath the left. Pedal it out. Take your feet a little wide on the mat. Turn your toes away from the body. Draw your shoulders back in together. Lift your heart. Inhale, exhale, bend into the knees. We're not taking a super deep bend like for goddess or malasana or any kind of squat. We're just going to sit up tall. Inhale, exhale, bend into the knees. And then bring that up. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring that back and together. Bring your feet back. Shoulders relax. Coming to the top of the mat, inhale, fingertips out and up. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Inhale to your fingertips, crown of the head lifts. Plant the palms. Step both feet back for a downward facing dog. Staying here or rolling forward, high plank. Lowering knees, chin and chest, or high to low push-up. Low cobra or upward facing. Taking it back, downward facing dog. Now you're going to take your right leg this time and reach the right leg back and up to sky. Your left heel is still reaching down towards the ground. And bring that forward, drawing right knee into the nose in a plank position. And then extend back up. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale and stretch it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And this time, exhale, let the foot come down, let your neck relax. Same thing on the other side. You're going to inhale, left leg now, backing up. On your next inhale, roll forward. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, back it up. Exhale. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back and up. And then release, left foot down to meet the right. Open and close the jaw. You can take both knees down to the mat, sit back on your heels, stretching out the arms, rolling out the wrists. You can even stack the hands and rest the forehead down on top of the hands. Slowly extend the hands back out in front. Really spread those palms, coming up to a table position. Curl your toes, hips back and up, downward facing dog. So this time, let's take the right leg back and up to sky. We're going to bring that forward for a high plank, drawing right knee into the chest. Bring the right knee to the mat behind the right wrist. Your left knee, top of left foot, come down onto the mat. You're going to slide that left knee back. Now, if you have a block or a pillow, you can always place those underneath your right hip. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, slowly fold forward. So as you fold forward here, you don't want to have the shoulders all into the ears. So you can take the elbows wide. If you've got a block, you can rest your forehead on the block. We want to do whatever we can to keep the space between the shoulders and ears long. We're going to stay here for about 5 to 8 breaths. Of course, you can stay here a little longer or a little shorter, depending on what's comfortable for your body. And then before you lift, coming back up onto your palms, I want you to just bend the left knee and flex the foot. Drawing that heel in towards the glute, stretching out the top of the leg without the deep back bend. Then lower that foot down. Slowly come up onto your palms. Now you can stay right here. This is a pretty deep back bend for most people. You can stay right here. If you're like, I want to add a twist to it, I want a little more. You can bring your right hand to the center of the mat, bend your left knee, flex the foot, and then take this left shoulder, pull it back, and take your left hand back to grab the foot. Gaze can be back, here, to the side, forward, whatever's comfortable for you, and you control how deep of a stretch you have here. If you have hooking your hands in your practice, you can of course take that modification. It's whatever you need in your body today. So if you have the foot, we're going to release it, bringing both hands back to center. Pressing into the palms, curl the toes of the left foot. Lift your left knee off the mat and step your right foot back to meet the left and pedal out those legs. Let the neck soften, open and close the jaw. You can come up onto your tiptoes and then let your heels drop down. Now let's take the left leg back and up to sky. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Draw your left knee into the chest and then bring your left knee to the mat behind the left wrist. Right knee, top of right foot, drop down as you slide that right knee back. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Fold forward again, making any adjustment through this foot that you need. You can place the block underneath the hip. Take the elbows wide, bring a block under your forehead, whatever makes this a more comfortable pose for you. Typically, people either love pigeon pose or they hate it. If you're someone who loves pigeon, you can stay here a little longer. If you hate it, that means your body probably needs it as long as the body isn't in pain. So maybe see if you can challenge yourself to stay an extra breath. But if there's any pain in the body, come out of the pose. Skip it. Especially pain in the knee or in the top of the foot. If you've had any kind of injury to either of those places, this may not be the most comfortable pose for you or a good pose for you to take in your body. So again, while you're folded forward here, we're going to bend to the right knee, flexing the foot. And we'll lower that foot back down. Slowly come up onto the palms. Again, you can stay right here, shoulders are back. Maybe this is a good pose for you. Maybe you just bend to the right knee. You can also bring your left hand to center, pull the right shoulder back, and take the right hand back to grab the foot. Gaze can be wherever it's comfortable, and you determine how deep of a stretch you take on this side. For releasing that foot, bringing the hands back to center. Curl the toes of the right foot, lift that right knee up, bend it to the elbows, really press into your hands and take the left foot back to meet the right. Pedal up those legs, open and close the jaw. You can take the feet a little wider here this time, a wide-legged downward facing dog. Inhale to the tiptoes, press through your hands, let the chest move towards the tops of the legs, and then slowly let those heels drop down. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Last time, knees, chin, and chest, or high to low push-up. This time the feet are wider apart. Inhale, exhale, lower. Pressing up. Bringing that back, downward facing. 3 breaths here in your downward facing dog. And after the 3 breaths in the downward facing dog, we're going to drop both knees down to the mat. Let the tops of the feet relax down. Again, taking some cat-cows just to bring the body back to symmetrical. Back to symmetrical. Back to symmetry. You know what I mean. Inhale, let the belly move, tailbone back and up, heart and chest lift. Exhale, pull the pelvis under, chin to the chest. Again, we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the spine back to neutral. Let's take the feet to one side and come into a seated position. Roll out those wrists if they're bothering you. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet out in front. Move all of those blessings out of the way. Really grounding through the body, shoulders relax. If your knees bother you, you can always have a rolled up blanket, place it underneath the knees, especially if you feel any strain in the back of the legs. Heels are down, toes are up, so we're activating the muscles of the legs, and let the body pull back. So even in our day-to-day lives, we're always kind of moving forward, looking for that next step, especially right now in these high times of anxiety, where we don't know what is coming maybe one day to the next, or even one moment to the next. we are used to having schedules, but now schedules and routines are all thrown off. So you may find yourself almost leaning forward, waiting for the next news or the next step or the next, what the next moment's even going to bring for you. So if you find that you're leaning forward, go ahead and bring those shoulders back. Let the heart lift up and the shoulders relax down. Close the eyes and take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to lift, extending through the spine. Reach your heart forward. So we're not bringing the shoulders forward, letting the heart sink in. We're lifting the heart and reaching the heart forward. So we have a nice lower back. Just let the hands go wherever they go. Maybe they rest on top of the legs. Maybe they're down. Maybe the elbows come down. Maybe you can reach your feet without any problem. You can do that, absolutely. But if you find that your shoulders are in your ears, just so you can reach your feet, let that go and let the hands release alongside the body. Take another few breaths. And then slowly walk the hands back, coming all the way back up to seated. Shoulders come up, down the back. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop. So again, you have choices in yoga, just like we have choices in life. So if your lower back is bothering you, if you're doing a lot of sitting, working from home, or watching Netflix, or maybe just resting on the couch, you may want to have your heels a little further out in front of the body, okay? Or if you're doing a lot of walking, if you are one of the essential personnel that we are so grateful for right now, maybe your hips are bothering you from doing so much standing. If that's the case, you can bring your heels in towards the body, or even take your hands behind the hips and move your hips in towards your heels. Wherever you choose to be here or legs further out front, you're going to pull the shoulders back, sit up tall on your inhale, reach your heart forward. So maybe you're right here, you can have your elbows resting on your knees, you can bring your forearms down, you can bring your nose down, wherever your pose is at. Just make sure that you're comfortable and that you're getting a nice stretch. We're breathing nice and easy. And then slowly bring that up, walking your hands back, shoulders come up and down the back. Wherever the knees are, use the hands to help the knees come up as you close the knees like a book. Taking your feet away from the body, let your knees rock side to side, open and close the jaw. Nice. So with the soles of the feet down on the mat, walk your hands up alongside the hips and really move all those blessings out of the way so you feel nice and stable on the ground. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me a little bit better. So my hands are alongside the ground, my shoulders pull back, and I'm sitting up nice and tall. You're going to inhale. On your exhale, you're slowly going to lean back just till you feel that core engage. You'll reach a point where you feel like the feet want to come up off the mat. You can bring them up or you can leave them down. It's up to you. Hands can come off the mat if you choose, and breathe. Hands release down, feet release down, bring your arms around your knees, sit up tall, and then arch, chin to the chest. So again, we're going to sit up tall and arch. Beautiful. This time we're going to sit up tall, inhale, exhale, and slowly lower down. So you can have your hands alongside the body for support, or you can use those muscles slowly lowering all the way down. Try not to lift the feet till you can lower down to lying on your back and let your knees rock side to side. Okay, so I'm going to walk my heels back underneath my knees. Let the shoulders release down on the mat and walk your feet away, letting the knees move in towards one another. Taking a few breaths here, just letting the hips settle now that we're lying down. Inhale and exhale. And then heel turn your feet back. We're going to inhale. On your exhale, draw your left knee into the chest. Inhale. On the next exhale, you're going to bring the right knee into the chest, but both hands are around that left knee. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Let your shoulders relax. And then on your next inhale, slowly let the foot move forward till it's hovering over the mat. On your exhale, draw that knee in. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, let the foot draw away. Exhale, let the knee come in. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to move the hands now to around the right knee. Shoulders are relaxed, so I'm not stretching the shoulders up. So even if you want to take your hands behind the thighs so that the shoulders and the head can remain relaxed, go ahead and do that. We're going to lift the foot up. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, let it move forward. Heel is hovering over the mat. Exhale, we're drawing it into the body. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right. Releasing the grip on that right knee. Take some small circles, one direction and then the other. And then we're going to take space between the knees. Hands can grab onto the calves, the ankles, the inside of the feet, or the outside of the feet as you lift the soles of the feet up to sky for happy baby. So you can straighten one leg and then the other. Whatever's most comfortable for you, you can stay right here rocking side to side. We're going to stay a couple of breaths here and then draw both knees back into the chest. Slowly let the soles of the feet come down, let your knees rock side to side. You can take your arms away from the body, out into a T, but we don't want to have any pain in the shoulders. So if the shoulders bother you, bring your arms closer to the body. Inhale. On your exhale, you're going to let both knees drop over to the right. Gaze can turn over to the left. So if this kind of twisting is uncomfortable for you, you can always prop the legs up on a block, on a pillow. Maybe this is a little better for you. Or if you feel like you need a little bit of a deeper twist, you can always take the top leg and use that to bring the leg down. You can straighten the leg, you can have your fingers around the toes, whatever version of the twist is most comfortable for you right now. Gaze goes out over the opposite arm. Take several rounds of breath here. Slowly bring your gaze to center. When it's time to come out of the pose, if your leg is extended or the knee is high, bring the knees back to stacked first. And then just let the soles of the feet roll down to the mat. Let the knees rock side to side. You may find that you need to walk your feet back to the middle of the body. That's okay. You can take that. And then as you're ready, we're going to take it on the other side. So you're going to let both knees fall over to the right. Then you can raise that right leg. You can take the hands around the big toes and extend. Gaze is over. Right arm. You can close the eyes. Whatever version of the pose is best in your body today. Take several breaths here. And then bring the gaze up. Again, if your leg is extended or the knee is bent, you're going to want to slide this knee back on top of the other. Lift the knees and roll the soles of the feet down. Let your knees rock side to side. Arms move alongside the body again. You want to walk your heels back to where they're underneath the knees, but not all the way back where they're behind the knees. Have them in a line and give yourself plenty of space so the feet don't have to be really close together. They can be a little further apart. Arms are alongside the body. You're going to draw an inhale, pulling the shoulder blades back, heart and chest lift, hip points move straight up. Exhale and lower that down. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. This time you can stay here. You can interlace the hands beneath the back if that's in your practice. If that is uncomfortable for you, you can just leave the hands alongside. If you have a block and you're used to placing a block right above the tailbone, you can come here into a restorative bridge. Now, if you have any pain in your back and you have a block beneath the back, most likely you have your block up too high. So you want to have that block resting just above the tailbone. Whatever version you're taking, you're going to stay here for 2 or 3 breaths and then slowly lower that back down. Once you come out of the pose, we want to take a couple more bridge poses dynamically, moving with the breath before we move to the next posture. So inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Well, inhale, let the shoulders relax. On your exhale, begin to draw your knees into your chest. You can take small circles going one direction and then the other. Hands can come to the tops of the knees. On the inhale, you're going to lift the soles of the feet and the fingertips overhead. On your exhale, hands to your knees. Following your breath here, inhaling up and exhaling back. Inhaling up and exhaling back. 2 more rounds of breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll finish with the hands on the knees. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, let the knees fall forward, only till the fingertips are barely touching the knees. Exhale and draw the knees back and into your chest. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling and exhaling. Now slowly release the soles of the feet down to the mat. If your lower back bothers you and you find that you need a bolster or rolled up blanket behind the legs, go ahead and take that. As you straighten both legs and begin to let the shoulders relax down, preparing for Shavasana. So while Shavasana is going on, we are going to play a CD by Michael De Maria. He was kind enough to give us permission to use his music in our videos. So I ask that you close your eyes as you come into this Shavasana or corpse pose and let the body relax. Check in with the breath. Notice how the belly and the chest rise on the inhale and how they fall on the exhale. You'll slowly begin drawing your awareness back to your mat, introducing small movements as you wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. If you need a little bit of a longer Shavasana, take it. You can stay in Shavasana while I read the excerpt that I always read at the end of my classes. So if you'd like to go ahead and move to a seated position, I invite you to bend one knee, placing the sole of the foot on the mat, followed by the other knee. And pause here, letting the knees rock side to side. And then inhale and reach those fingertips overhead, extending them towards the back of the room. Letting the arms stretch out. And then let both knees fall over to the right or the left, whatever side is most comfortable for you. Whenever you roll onto the side, when you get there, move into a fetal position so that your arm is a pillow for the head and the other arm is on the ground in front of the chest. And then using that arm for leverage, press up and into that easy seated position like we started class with. Now, if, like me, your hips tend to bother you when you sit flat, you can always sit up on a block or on a rolled up blanket, whatever works in your body. But come into a place of stillness with the eyes closed. Noticing how the body feels after this practice. Once again, I'm going to read an excerpt from The Strength in Our Scars. So this is your life, and you're going to be both moved and confused by it. You're going to experience things that will inspire you, and things that you will never quite come to terms with. You're going to love people that you will sometimes lose, but you will also find those who stay. Appreciate those people. Let them know you care. You're going to laugh until you cry, and you're going to ache in ways you never thought possible. You're going to be exhausted by the chaos of it all and ignited by the beauty. You're going to be hurt, and you're going to hurt. Sometimes you'll be the bad person. Sometimes you'll be the one who makes the mistake. Sometimes you'll have to give yourself your own closure. And sometimes you'll have to let go. Sometimes you will have to find comfort in being alone, in being lost. Yes, this is your life. And though it can be unpredictable and messy, though it can break you down, you're going to survive it. You will always survive it. Bring our hands together at heart center. And only if you choose to do so, you may join me with Om. As we inhale, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And again, we inhale. I wish you peace of mind, peace within the body, and peace within the spirit. The light that shines inside of me honors and is grateful for the light that shines inside of you. Namaste. Thanks, friends, for all of your support for Willow and myself and our studio during this time. I hope you're enjoying all of these classes that we're trying to load up for you. Willow's recorded a couple of more along with this one, so you should be getting new ones released every few days. I hope that you will continue to do yoga, and I hope that you will all stay safe and well, and I will see you soon.